Welcome to San Academy Pallikarnai Class 7 Mathematics. So in Class 7 Mathematics Chapter 20. So Chapter 20 is a mensuration. Mensuration, this is a part 1. So in a mensuration we are going to cover many topics like geometry shapes. Okay, in that geometry shapes, before that the main thing we want to know, okay, that I will tell you what is the main thing that we want to know. Okay, so first let us see some examples. Even before we understand what is perimeter and area, let's look at some of the scenario. Now first you can see one girl is sitting on the garden. Now how much portion of the land is there? So we want to know what is the portion of the this whole entire land. Okay, and in order to know that how much part is covered by two trees, so as we see here, two trees are standing on the garden. So how much part the tree has been covered? Okay, and how much part is covered by small flower garden? So as you see here, one small flower garden is there. So how much part it is covered by the flower garden? Now she want to put a boundary or she want to put a fence this portion. So only this portion she want to put a fence or she want to put a boundary of the garden. Okay, so first of all, why she is putting the fence on the boundary of the garden means because it belongs to her, so she want to distinguish this part from remaining stretch of the land. So what do she do? She need to fence or she has to be put a boundary around this region. She want to be put a boundary around this region. Okay, so in this case, in order to do this entire thing, first thing that she need to do is how much portion is there. So how much portion is there? That is how much in this area. So that is how much portion is there and how much in this area. Second thing is what is the length of the boundary only, then she can fence it. If he doesn't know what is the length of the boundary, if he doesn't know what is the length of the boundary of the flower garden, means we couldn't put a fence also. So first of all we need to know what is the length of the boundary. Okay, so in this case what do we see? So these are the scenarios where we need to know the area, where we need to know the length of the boundary. So in the scenarios only we are going to learn only where we need to know the area, where we need to know the length of the boundary. So area and perimeter, these are the two terms which are related to this concept. So in this case we are going to learn more about area and perimeter in this chapter using the geometrical shapes. Okay, so let us look at other examples. Yes, so these are all the some of the examples. First of all, see here, this is a room and this is a door and this is a garden. Okay, and see here, you want to get a carpet floor done in this room in your house. So here, as you see here, one room is there. So this is a carpet, it's covered by the room, but you want to get a carpet floor done in this room in your house. Without measuring the room, we cannot make a carpet, isn't it? Yes or right? So without measuring anything. So whatever, suppose in our home also, if we want to put a carpet also, without measuring the room, we cannot put a carpet. Why it is means? Because some house may small, some house may huge. Okay, so it is depend upon the house we can make a carpet to this room. So that we need to find the area of the carpet. So first of all we need to find area of this carpet. We need to find area of this carpet. Okay, and then in a similar way, so as you see here, one door is there. So we want to laminate this door. Okay, so in a similar way we want to get a door laminated like this. In a similar way, so you want to get a laminated. So the entire area that is covered by the door, so the entire area which is covered by the door is, and now we want to find this area of the carpet as well as we want to find this area of the door. Okay, so if we are finding this area of the door means we can easily put a carpet. So we can easily laminate the door also. As you see here, one garden is there. Already the garden was fenced. We want to find we want to find what is the length of the boundary of the garden. What is the length of the boundary of the garden? So these are all the examples where we are use the concept of area and the perimeter. So these are all the, so here, so this will be area and this will be area. So these two is the area. And okay, and if you are talking about the outside of it's a boundary of the length, which means that is a perimeter. If you are talking the perimeter, so if you're talking about outside the boundary of a length, which means that's a perimeter. So if we want to measure the area of particular object, it's called a area. Okay, so I hope this one you understood. And coming to the next slide. And the next slide, as we see here, yes, so see here, this is a perimeter. So first of all, I want to tell you what exactly the perimeter is. Okay, the perimeter is the total distance around the outside of 2D shapes, which is the boundary of the length in the closed figure, the boundary of the length in the closed figure. Okay, and the next thing is perimeter is the total. So whenever I'm talking about the total region covered, the total region is nothing but it's an area. So whenever we are talking the total region it is covered, that is called the area. As we see in the previous slides also, total parts, totally it's covered by the total region covered, it's called the area, as you saw here. But the moment we talk about fencing, like putting a boundary, so like this here. So if we want to put a boundary or if we want to put a fence, like so we are concerned about length of the boundary. So the moment we talk about length of the boundary is nothing but it's a perimeter. If you are talking about the boundary, length of the boundary, which means that is called a perimeter. So perimeter means, easily I'll say, the outside of the shape is a perimeter. The outside of the length of the boundary, which is called a perimeter, as I told you before. And then another statement I'll tell you, the perimeter is the total distance around the outside. So around the outside of the 2D shape. So see here, I have given one example. Children, I have given one example for you here. So this is a land. Okay, so they have given the boundary length. They have given the length of the boundary, which is 3 centimeter, or whatever it is, 3 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter. Again the same here, 2 meter. Okay, so as I told you already, the total distance around the outside of the 2D shape is a perimeter, isn't it? So the outside of the perimeter, which is 3, 2, 2, 3. So we can add outside the perimeter, which is 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 is equal to the perimeter. We have the great garden. So 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 is equal to, what is the answer? It's a 10. So 10 is the perimeter of the garden. And coming to the next slide, I hope you understood the perimeter. Yes, next thing is area. Finding the area in a rectangle. So area means, as you already know, the inside part of the shaded part of the interior region is called the area. So the interior region is called the area. Okay, so here area is expressed as length into width. Area is expressed as length into width. So the area of the garden is, see here, the length is a 3 meter, and the breadth is also a 3 meter. Breadth we can say width also. So 3 into 3 is a 9. So 9 is the area of the garden. And so in this lesson, we are going to learn more about area and perimeter in 2D shapes. So in this lesson, we are going to learn more about area and perimeter in 2D shapes, like geometrical shapes, and how to find area and perimeter of different geometrical shapes that we are going to learn. So as you see here, this is a square, triangle, and here it's a rhombus, circle, square, and it's a hexagon, right? So we have more geometrical shapes in this mensuration lesson, and we have many shapes. But even though in this lesson we are going to cover small shapes, like a square, rectangle, area of a rectangle, area of a square, and then area of the triangle, area of the rhombus, area of the parallelogram, and area of the circle. So these are all the things we are going to learn in this mensuration chapter. First, let us see the perimeter and area formulas of a rectangle and a square. Okay, so first formula is area of a square is equal to, we know the area means which is length into width, right? So like here, S into S. S into S in the sense side into side, because in a square all the sides will be equal, we know that. So if you are multiplying two sides means, so other sides also it's the same. So which is we are adding, that is side into side. The area of the square formula is side into side. And the perimeter of a square is equal to, we know that the perimeter of the square is, so all the total sides we need to add. So square means all the sides are equal. So which is 4 into side. If you are multiplying all the sides, which is 4 into side, is the perimeter of the square formula. And area of the rectangle. And area of the rectangle formula, length into breadth. We know that the rectangle is equal to two opposite sides will be equal. Two opposite sides will be equal, right? So 2 times of length, 2 times of breadth. Which is perimeter is equal to rectangle is equal to 2 times of length into breadth. So 2 into L plus B. And the area is length into breadth. So this is the formula we are going to cover in this exercise. Yes, this is the formula. Area of the rectangle L into B. And the one thing we have not seen in the previous slide, this is a diagonal. So in a rectangle, if we drawn the diagonal, means the formula is root of L square plus B square units. And for diagonal also root of 2A units. So others and all we have seen. And using the formula, we are going to see some examples. Okay. So see the first example. The length and breadth of a rectangular field are 120 meter and 75 meter respectively. Find the area of field and the cost of turfing it at rupees 15 per meter square. The perimeter of the field and the cost of the fencing it at rupees 40 per meter. So first of all, we need to find area of the field using length and breadth. We know that the area of the rectangle is equal to L into B is a formula. So we can substitute the length and breadth value in the formula. If you are multiplying 120 into 75, which is equal to 9000 meter square. Okay, we found the area. We found the area of the field. And the first subdivision, what they have told, that is the area of the field and the cost of turfing it rupees 15 per meter square. So cost of turfing the field is equal to, so totally 15 meter square, right? So 9000 into 15 is equal to 1,35,000. And the next thing, we need to find the perimeter of the field. Why? Because second subdivision they told us to do the perimeter of the field. So perimeter of the rectangle formula is 2 into L plus B, which is perimeter of the rectangle formula. Okay. So 2 into 120 plus length value is a 120, breadth value is 75. So we can add 120 plus 75, which means 2 into 195. So 390. That 390 multiplied with 40, because we want to know the cost of fencing of 390 meter. So 390 into 40 is a 15,600. So I hope this problem you understood. And coming to the next problem, so I have added 2 examples, one in the diagonal and one in the area and perimeter of the rectangle as well as a square. So see here, the area of the square is 16,200 meter square. Find the length of its diagonal. So as we see in the previous slide, we know the diagonal formula is area of the square is equal to half into diagonal square, half into d square. So diagonal of the square is equal to, so root of area of the square units. Diagonal of the square is root of 2 into area of the square units. So root of 2 into area of the square, for what is the value? That is 16,200. So root 2 into 16,200 meter. So if you are multiplying with root 2 and 16,000, we get the answer 180 meter. So length of the diagonal of the square is equal to 180 meter. Children, I hope you understood the concept of perimeter and the area, as well as the formulas for area on the perimeter of the rectangle, area of the rectangle, area of the square, perimeter of the square, everything we have learnt. And followed by the examples also we have learnt. Some examples, 2 examples I have added. So thank you children. So in the next video, we will see area of the parallelogram and area of the rhombus. Thank you children.